here. Hey everybody, welcome to the show today. Thanks for joining us. So today I'm going to be showing you a little bit of my gear. Actually, I'm going to be showing you all of my gear because that's what I've got. It's everything. Let me introduce my special guest. Some of you may have
hey
seen
everybody.
him on my live streams before. This is Brando. Zane, right here.
How's everybody doing today?
Oh, 80-Bit says this makes my crappy day less crappy. Fuck yeah. Will Davidson is happy to see Brando. Excellent. Hey guys.
Nice. Hello.
How's it going? So I'm going to be heading out of here tomorrow morning. So in preparation for that, I've gone through my entire, all my gear and pared everything down and reorganized it. And I also dropped off the boat. So to those of you who thought that I stole the boat, fuck you. It's returned now. All is right with the world. I'm not a boat thief. Some people were like, why do you still have the boat? Didn't you borrow that on the West Coast? They thought I took it and ran. Yeah, but we did take it out the other day, and I'm excited, of course, to share that footage when that becomes shareable. I guess we've already got 135 people in chat. Holy shit, Colonel's in here too. Hell yeah. Rock on. So, as usual, I got to get the formalities out of the way. If you are not already subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you can know when I'm going live because it's irregular and it's easy to miss. And I did do the links in the description today, so there's links. And if you want to, you can drop some money in my PayPal. Fuck knows I could use it right now. I'm about to roll out of here with about 250 bucks. So if you take a look down at the description, you can click the link. You can also join our Discord server, which is a fucking rad thing to do. And of course, as usual, it's very nice to see all of you. Thanks for joining.
Beautiful evening out here on the river.
That's nice. Yeah, it was a little toasty earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It was not a lot of fun pulling all the gear out of the car and yeah, just being hot. Shit, I might take a swim in this shit, honestly. It's nice. It's yeah, it's really nice right now. This is the Susquehanna, right?
Yep.
Yup. In case you didn't read the location, which I actually did do the correct location this time. I'm in a small town in Pennsylvania called Shikshinny. It's an interesting little town. I don't hate it. Sane likes the river. I'm gonna pull out my pack and show you some of my gear here, because that's what we're here for.
What we're doing.
Yeah. I don't know how many of you folks in chat are backpackers or travelers, or maybe you're armchair adventurers and you like to watch us do those things. Regardless of that, it's good to share information and experience so that you can make more informed decisions when selecting your gear.
I guess it probably doesn't read on camera, but there's like a million bugs right here on the water. It's
yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, those water bugs we saw the other day were pretty cool too.
Yeah, I don't know what these little guys are. Not quite the same thing. But they don't look like mosquitoes either.
Alright. Well, I've got an Arcturix pack that was gifted to me from a supporter in Alaska. I think it's a 70 liter. I couldn't tell you exactly how much it weighs right now. I'd guess maybe 40, 50 pounds, which is a lot for a pack, but if this is like, if you're living out of it long term, then that's not bad. You'll notice I got this scrunchy bit here. This is my basically my sleeping mat, and its main function is insulation. When you're sleeping on cold ground, the cold ground can suck all of your body heat out of you. You want something like this. It's not the best. There's definitely other options that people use, but you need something like that if you're camping in certain conditions. I'll just go through the sleeping gear first, because that's kind of the most important part. I don't have any of my clothes in here. Usually I'll have like 2 to 4 sets of clothing with my long johns, and that fills up the rest of the space in the pack here, because I've got a lot of open space, you'll notice. That's also reserved for like extra groceries. This is basically one of my favorite things right now. My mom just got it for me in Duluth, and this is my Nemo down sleeping bag. It weighs 2.8 ounces, and it's rated comfort rated to 15 degrees, and it packs down real nice. But when you pull it out and it reinflates, it's big and fluffy and soft. And shit, I'm grateful for it. If anybody here watched my last kind of gear showing, you may remember the last sleeping bag that I had was really thick and heavy. Just not ideal, but you know, if it's what you have, it's what you have. And this is my tent. I'm not gonna set it up because yeah, fuck that. I mean, if I wanted to, I guess I could set up my whole shit like I was gonna camp here right now, but I mean, you'll see plenty of that when I put out my video or series. This probably weighs about the same, like 2.5 or so ounces, and it's a single person tent. It's not huge, but it's lightweight and it packs down and breaks down pretty easily. I really like the Big Agnes tent, and I liked it so much that I bought a new one after my old one got a rip in the bottom of it. Even though it is pretty expensive. This was like $350, but it holds true through all manner of weather. And what I like about it is that it is actually rain and waterproof. Like, you don't have to put down ground cover. It'll keep the water out. I do anyway. And actually that brings me to my new tarp that I got recently. I was carrying around a regular tarp, but I just found out that they have these. I don't know if this is a new thing. Maybe some of you have seen these before, but this is a fucking... Saying, are you okay? Dude, this is a 5x7 tarp, and it packs down to this size, which is freaking rad. Like, if I wasn't gonna be out for too many days, I could just bring this instead of the whole tent and probably be perfectly fine with this. You get the point. It's 5 foot by 7 foot. Just believe me, I'm not gonna pull the whole thing out and stuff it back in. Doesn't take too long to do though.
Yeah,
I think
pull it out. I'll put it away.
okay. I think everybody should carry a tarp with them.
It is pretty impressive.
It's cool,
Nice
yeah.
little tarp.
Yeah, I'm wild about it. I didn't even know these existed. You know, it's got grommets. Actually, can you pull the camera back? Yeah, it's a fucking proper ass tarp. You could build a nice fort with this. And it weighs like a couple of ounces in the bag, whereas I had a tarp this size, and when you pack it down, it would take up like this whole pocket here, which, I mean, that's prime real estate. We got, oh, the wine bag pillow. Not a lot of people know this trick, except for hobos. I learned this from a hobo. It packs down to nothing. It's actually super comfortable. Hey, we just got a kick down. Who is that? I gotta look and give you a shout out. We got Rosie. Oh yeah, you've kicked down plenty of times. Thank you so much, Rosie. And yeah, that's a good reminder to let you folks know that if you want to support my upcoming trek back to Slab City, I sure could use it. Anyway, this is stop. Usually what I'll do is once I take my sleeping bag out of the case here, I'll turn this inside out and use it as a pillowcase. Stop. And it's actually really soft. I used to do that with my old sleeping bag compression sack. That's what this is called, is a compression bag. But that one was kind of plasticky, so it would like stick to my face, and it's not that comfy. But this Nemo material is really soft. It's like sleeping inside of a cloud. I love it. I'm used to having shit gear, so like, yeah, I'm really enjoying having that. One thing that is a little unusual for people that are backpacking to carry is like an extra blanket. And I don't know, if you're long-term living out of a pack, like I said, sometimes it's worth it to have a couple pounds of extra gear just for your own comfort. And so I do carry this. I don't always carry it, but especially in colder climates, when you're sleeping with a shittier sleeping bag like I was, then this makes, I mean, you could use it as a sleeping mat, you could use it as a cloak. You can take it on a picnic. It's versatile. It's just a nice wool blanket. And of course I got it in the water repellent compression sack, because I keep everything in sacks. But I've had this for a number of years. And it's really warm. So like, I don't know, say my sleeping bag got wet and I hadn't pulled this out and it's still in my bag. This, you know, something like this could save your life or just keep you really comfortable.
She's such a crazy good swimmer.
She really is. What a dog. Satan's being, like, I'm going to be honest, Satan's annoying the shit out of me right now. She's just really excited to be here, and she's just all over the place.
How's your drink doing?
Where is it? Oh.
There.
Yeah, I could use another. I brought these in there. They should be cold. This is another good piece of gear that I have that's part of my car gear. I don't carry this with the backpack. But gotta have cold drinks, you know? Just because you live out of a car doesn't mean you can't have cold drinks.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. this particular bag is kind of a piece of shit. Oh, we got some mutants.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, Brando lives in a back-ass town. At least they got, you know, they got general stores, a hardware store, and gas and whatnot. That's cute.
It is.
Yeah, it's nice. And the landscape is nice. There's a lot of really nice hiking. We went out on a hike the other day. It was, I would say, it was one of the more scenic hikes that I've ever been on. Really.
Oh, it's all right, Steve.
It sounds like they're up by my car.
Now I'll go take a look.
Okay. Yeah. I'll make sure nobody's poking around my rig. Oh. A fat sack of weed in here. That's not supposed to be in there. That's the main gear that I would carry. Like, if I had nothing else in my pack, I would probably be fine. Oh, up in this top flap, this is my cooking gear, my kitchen, basically. Saying shush.
It's good.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're just parked like right there, hiding in the shade.
Okay, makes sense. It's nice to be in the shade right now.
Mm-hmm.
I've got, for cooking, I've got, this is an antique piece of a mess kit. It's an army mess kit that actually the colonel gave me, or I think it came from his buddy, actually. Either way, it's awesome. I still use it, and I'm kind of like treating it like a cast iron, so like, you know, I don't wash it with soap, so it's kind of building up its own layer and flavor. And, you know, you can cook your breakfast and then close it up and throw it in your pack and carry it with you and go, you know, eat it later. And got a fire starter in case my lighters get wet or something, or I lose them. And this is just like a surplus bag for carrying stuff that I need to. This is what I was cooking over for most of the beginning of my trip. It's, oh, and I got a little fire bundle here that's falling apart, but, you just set this up. It's really sooty, but that's just part of the deal. Mm-hmm. Can you bring the camera back a little closer?
Yeah.
Thanks. So, actually Zoe gave me this. There's a couple of pieces that belong on here. And I actually lost the plate on the bottom. Oops. But, I mean, it still works. It just doesn't work as efficiently. But there's supposed to be a plate on the bottom here. And then you build your little fire inside of there. And then you can cook over it. But what I've been doing lately is getting some things to set up my cans of sterno underneath there. And warming up my food that way. I don't suppose that I'm going to be using my backpack setup a whole lot on the way back to Slabs, because I'm going to be trying to go quick, because it's going to get hot really fast. So all of this is pretty much like And there's stuff in the bottom. I'll break that down in a sec. But basically, I like to have my pack set up and ready to go in case my car does break down and it's not worth it to fix it. Then I've got everything I need in here to travel on foot without really having to worry about acquiring gear that I don't have or pulling stuff out of the car. It's already set up and ready to go, and I've already been pretty much living out of my pack anyway, because the car is small and it's not particularly comfortable to hang out in. There's just not a lot of space to exist in there. I've got, yeah, my soup spoon. It's important. I make a lot of soup. This is not like a must-have for every backpacker. I like it. Oh, here's some sterno. Condoms. This is good. This is like 40% DEET. They don't sell this shit everywhere. And you know what? It's not environmentally friendly.
Got incoming.
Oh, perfect. Got some folks coming in to launch their boat. We're at a boat launch, actually.
I think they're just gonna fish.
Oh, fishing. Okay, that's cool. Well, they can just listen to me talk then. Yeah, it's nice not to be covered in bugs. Sometimes you end up in places with a lot of them. Like last time I live streamed, I don't know if you folks saw like how many bugs were on me the whole time, but it was a bit maddening. And that was in pretty close to Maine. Not quite in Maine yet.
Hey, how's it going?
Evening.
How's it going?
Good. I'm doing a live stream right now, so if I'm talking to this little box here, that's why. I'm not crazy.
That's cool.
I mean, I am, but that's unrelated. Yeah, chat, if any of you have any questions about any of the gear that I have now, I'm paying attention to the chat, so, yeah. I'm just, putting some gear away here, catching up with the folks. Max says it's 118 in slabs right now. Oh boy. Cool. Well, I'm coming home, so keep it warm for me, bud. Ittybit says people have been asking if I fell down the steps because of all the scratches from bug bites. Get some fucking DEET. What are you doing?
Fell down the steps.
Don't stop scratching that hard and prevent that. I think they have a afterbite too. I should have some afterbite in my gear, but I don't think I do. I do have a first aid kit, tiny little first aid kit in my pack here as well. Let's see. Oh. It's important to put your gear away where it goes, so you're not fumbling for it when you need it. Oh, that needs to get cinched shut. I don't know if I don't know how many folks have experience with these compression sacks, but it's nice. Like, you see the size of this wool blanket now, but if you put a little pressure on it, you can tighten it down and save a lot of room in your bag. Which I like having extra space.
Yeah, those things are great.
They're pretty sweet. The one I gave you is bigger than this one.
Nice. Yeah, the only compression sack I have is the one that actually comes with the sleeping bag, and that's not watertight. So
Yeah, well, you can use that one for something else and use the watertight one for your sleeping bag.
Yeah, exactly. Or if nothing else, just stuff it in, compress it, and then stuff it in another compression sack, whatever.
You could do that. What else do I have in here? What is this? Oh, my jacket. My jacket isn't really particularly notable. It does pack up pretty nice, and it is pretty rainproof. But I'm definitely in the market for something else in the future.
Yeah,
I
it
like,
looks like it packs down pretty small. Nice.
it does, and it's warm. You know, you add a layer of it's a North Face. It add a layer of long johns, and I wore this in like fucking 27 degrees and pouring rain and had no problems. So
Damn.
yeah. So yeah, and that was I think that was a kick down, or maybe I scored it in a free box at a hostel or something. Can't remember. It smells like what my pack used to smell like up in Alaska. That's so funny.
A lot of campfires.
Something like that. Kind of smells like, yeah, like campfires, precipitation, northern precipitation, and like whatever food was packed next to it. Memories. Oh yeah, and I've got I know I talk about, oh no, never mind. Okay, I don't. Hey, I found my headlamp though. Got a nice headlamp. It's rechargeable. Just got this. That's something that is pretty nice to have in a pack. Like, I wouldn't suggest anybody going out and doing stuff outdoors for more than a night or two without one. Especially if you're trying to do stealth camping like I do. Like, you gotta see where you're going. Oh yeah, here's these are Mylar blankets. I don't really need them so much anymore because I have a super nice sleeping bag, but with my old sleeping bag, I would often need to use those for an extra bit of warmth. You can make a crappy sleeping bag into a pretty warm one with just a couple bucks worth of Mylar blankets.
Now, did you use those Mylar blankets on the inside of the sleeping bag or just over the top? On the
Inside.
outside?
Line it inside the sleeping bag, or sometimes before I had that mat, like just underneath me too when it got cold. I'm not gonna attach this again yet. Whoops. I'm gonna take a minute and catch up with chat. Oh, hey, we got a kick down. All right, who was that? Hey, Mac, thanks. Fuck yeah, rock on, dude. I'm gonna take a minute and catch up with you folks before I move on to the next pocket, and then after that, I think Brando has a couple of cool items that he wanted to share as well.
Yeah. I'll just show off some of the stuff that's a little different than yours.
Yeah.
We have similar setups, not identical, but similar for the most part.
Right.
But I do a couple things different, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you do different stuff too.
Hmm?
Like, we both have different styles of adventuring. As
Yeah,
does any good adventurer.
I guess your filter's up in your car, huh?
Is it?
I don't know. I didn't
It
see
should be in
pack
here.
oh, is it? Yeah, you still have stuff to go. Okay.
Yeah, I still have
Never mind.
the bottom stuff. Just got a few bags of other items. Like, this is another thing that not a lot of backpackers do carry, but since I do a lot of stealth camping, a lot of trespassing, and like existing in places that are really, really hot. So I like to carry this kind of stuff around, and this is legit just like shade. It all fits into this. I've got three. They're not tarps, but they're three tarp-like pieces of cloth of different sizes, and you can use them to put over your tent, so that instead of having a bright orange tent, say if you have one, you can have a camouflage situation, or you can use them for shade structure if in a pinch. I've worn one as a toga while doing laundry, which, you know, if you carry yourself in a confident way, you can get away with. I did. I put on a belt and, you know, like, rocked it. You can use them for all sorts of stuff. They're great. So I carry these. I don't know where you would get them. I got these at a yard sale that was put on by a backpacker in Alaska, so there was some pretty decent stuff. But yeah, there's this is the smallest one, and There's 2 others that are larger.
Looks like it may actually be military surplus of some sort.
Yeah, you think so? It doesn't have any like
Not
brand
American.
or logo or anything. Wanna check it out? And I've got, oh, here's a fresh Mylar blanket that I was gonna use to replace those crunchy ones in that baggie. Yeah, at least have one in your pack. Like, you never know. I mean, you can use them for so many things too. Or if you get lost, you can use it to reflect the sun and signal people or whatever. I don't know. It's good. Oh, there's that little olive oil bottle I was talking about. But, this is my solar panel, so I can charge my phone and my battery packs and stuff while I'm out in the woods. And I don't have to find an outlet. This, when I bought it, was $40, but they might even be cheaper now.
You can't see it. Oh, now she's seeing it.
Get
What a good pup.
it. Oh, hey, Liz. What's up? Welcome. And we got Will posting links to the Venmo. I have my notifications on silent. Oh, let me check in on, let's see. Oh, we got some kickdowns from Michael Sullivan and Leroy Schrock. Thank you so much, folks. Very cool. Most excellent. So I've got these items. I've got some little pieces from some Carhartt pants for patching stuff. Just a couple of pieces. So if my pants rip, then you can fix them up. And those go with my sewing kit. Oh, which is in my toolbox. My sewing kit should be in my backpack, but it's not currently. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Never mind. This is all that you need for a sewing kit. I got my needle and my floss. That's it. Floss is cheap and easy to come by.
Stronger than thread.
It's stronger than thread. I've been using it for years to, oh, thanks for the kickdown, Liz. Thank you very much. And, yeah. It's good to go. Let's see. And, oh, actually, this is your fucking thread still. I don't know why I have that. I think that might even be
I
a
forgot that at the
needle.
library. Yeah.
Yep. Doesn't that come out of your grandma's house or something?
Yeah. This thread is probably older than like anybody in the chat or this is older than all of us. This is like thread from like the 40s probably.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
Do you want it back?
No, you can hold on to it. I've got a couple other spools of it.
Nice.
Similar stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is
ancient.
This is Graham's thread.
Great Graham's thread.
Great Graham's thread. All right. So yeah, I got the thin thread. That's antique, and the floss.
It still holds up pretty good for being like 80 years old or whatever.
That's why I'm carrying it. I figured I could use it until I get back to you. But it's actually pretty thick.
Decent stuff.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Does this one say boil safe on it?
I don't know.
Nah. Some of the other ones actually say that it's like safe to boil, like from
because
back
that's
in the
how
day
they
when
used to
people
do
boiled
laundry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's that old.
And I do carry a bit of 550 cord. It's important. You can do lots of fixes with this and utilize it. I've got a bunch of tiny safety pins so that I can pin down my patches while I'm sewing them. These actually were pulled out of a Brando and are probably older than anybody in this chat room as well. They don't make them like this anymore. They're like brass. You can feel the weight to them.
Yeah, I like these. You gave me a couple of these.
They're
nice.
Got a big old safety pin. I don't know. That's not usual backpacking fare, but I find them quite quite useful. Oh, this doesn't really belong in there, but this is also mosquito gear. It's nice. Out here, it's not so much important, but if you're hiking through certain places, it's really, really great to have.
I assume that was pretty useful in Alaska.
I couldn't find it. I had to wear my tent.
Dang.
Yeah. This guy's never seen any of my videos, and I'm okay with that. But yeah, if you go and look at one of my, I think it's the episode 8 of my Alaska series where I'm walking through, no, maybe it's 7. I don't know, whatever. In Prudhoe Bay, the mosquitoes were like this big and very aggressive. You can see me wearing my tent, bitching, being followed by a cloud of mosquitoes. They're the size of fucking moose. I do have some snare wire. I've never had to use this, but I do like having it in my pack in case I am stranded in the woods and do need to trap something. It's good to have. You can also use old guitar strings as snare wire, but again, I've never had to use that. But you're not gonna catch me starving in the woods. I'm not gonna McCandless myself. This is for like leather working and stuff, poking holes and shit. I might pull this out of my pack actually, because I've never used this, and no, I have. Unless you're doing something specific with it, there's no reason to carry extra stuff in your bag. If you're not sure if you're gonna use it, just leave it. Hey, we found out what those little sticks are for, huh?
Oh yeah. Yep.
And I like to tie my bags shut like this, so you can get your knot out afterward. That's just me. I'm sure there's other ways to do it, so I don't end up with a mess in my bag. Let's see. I've got a spare dry bag. I think this might just be for like groceries and stuff, just to keep it all in one thing. And that way, I like to keep everything in dry bags, so that way if you have to cross a river or something and eat shit, then your stuff's still dry. Oh, I should have put these back in my little bag. There we go. Ow. We got $5 from Jason Smith. Thanks so much. Jason is asking for any good music recommendations. Well, buddy, you should join the Discord server. There's an entire chat room.
Any particular genre?
Well, we're not here to talk about music. We're doing a backpack breakdown and car breakdown. But like I said, if you're interested in learning about some new music, join the Discord server. We talk about it and share links all day long. It's fucking awesome. I've discovered new bands from people in the server. Oh, there's another backup dry bag. Oh, and here's my first aid kit. I don't have too much in here, but it's, enough to get by. Got some antiseptic wipes. Got a wrap. Got some ancient gauze. It's gauze, it'll work. More condoms. Carry condoms, kids. Antibiotic ointment. Yeah, actually, we used to distribute condoms at the library. That was one of the first resources that I started distributing. We got wound seal. That could get you out of the woods. You cut yourself really bad, pour this on there, throw some of this on there. You can at least hike back to where you can get access to your better gear.
You don't have those steri strips in there, do you? Those
No, I don't have the steri strips in there. I should.
Those are something that I kind of swear by.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have an example right here, but you can look up what they are. But it's
Well,
essentially.
they're in my car.
Oh, okay. You
Yeah.
can show that up there then.
Yeah, we can get to the steri strips. I have them in my tiny toolbox, and yeah,
Right.
I should have them in here. I made this little bag. It's kind of cute. That's my first aid kit. Making your own pouches is cool because, you know, it gives a little personal touch and helps you keep your shit organized. Got my passport. Got my sketchbook. And I got a pencil, pen, and fat Sharpie for making signs if I'm in trouble and need to fly a sign for whatever resources I don't have. And as always, I've got it in dry bags. So, I mean, a lot of that stuff in the first aid kit, if it gets wet, it's not as useful. Same with, you know, the passport and the sketchbook. It's just nice to know. Like, I mean, and, you know, I could leave my bag out in the pouring rain. It would be totally fine. Extra lighter's good. Carry extra lighter. I mean, you don't have to carry a million of them, but I have, like, yeah, a number of different ways to start a fire. This is my kind of, if I have nothing else in my bag to eat, at least I've got this. And, oh, and I've got my water filter, which, I think everybody should carry these. And I've got my squeeze bag for it. And, in my car, actually, I have a platypus water bottle that I prefer to use, but this also works. And, you know, we don't have any drinking water with us. We could just dunk the bag right here and have beautiful, pristine, clean drinking water. So, got that. But in case that gets destroyed, I also have water purification tablets. And, oh, I've got this these ancient ration heating fuel tablets that I haven't tried out yet. But if I don't have any sterno left, can't build a fire, I could at least have like a hot cup of soup or something. And got a couple of coffee packets. I like coffee. Sometimes it's just nice to be able to put some in a cup and go. I've got a number of these little like Lara bars, the protein bars in here. And I've got a couple of MRE entrees. This is a beef brisket stew. It's, you know, it's not huge, but the thing that I like about the MRE entrees is that they fortify them with more vitamins and minerals, so they're more efficient. So like this, if this is all I've eaten in a day, I'm okay with that. I definitely would want to add a couple of things. I got like stuff like almonds and stuff. Almonds are cool because they're like a complete nutrition. You can live on almonds alone indefinitely. And some seasonings because, you know, it's nice to taste your food. And a little splash of olive oil left. I need to refill this so that whatever I'm cooking on my pan doesn't stick to it. And I think that's everything. That's my whole pack. It's all you need to survive in the woods. What do you got, Brando?
All right. Grab my stuff here.
All right. Liz says, I didn't know that about almonds. Yeah, I actually, I like tested it personally. I ate nothing but almonds for like almost 2 weeks once. Just like, because I was like, no fucking way. And yeah, I didn't feel bad or anything about it. I was like, yep, that's it.
Yeah, so,
Here you
so-
go. What do you got?
all right, cool. There we go. Yeah, so I've got a couple of different items that corn doesn't use, just like some different variations on stuff. You know, like when I'm just staying out of my car, you know, I've got more comfortable stuff, and I do like carry a tent, but like if I'm backpacking, I wouldn't bring a tent with me personally. I use one of these old school military Gore-Tex bivvies. Any folks that spend any time in the services were probably familiar with these. It's a Gore-Tex bag pretty much that you just put your sleeping bag right into. It's completely waterproof. It adds like, I don't know what it is exactly. There may be is there a sticker in here that I can find, or the sewn in patch? Normally all this stuff has it, but anyway, like this bag on its own, I think is rated for like 40 degrees maybe, or something like that. And then so when you put another sleeping bag inside that, you know, it's just that much better. Plus it's waterproof. And I like to take like some sort of tarp or a sheet of plastic and tie it up over me so I can at least get out of this if I'm stuck in the rain. But yeah, that's my sleep setup instead of a tent. And I have a sleeping bag actually that's very similar to Corn's. It's the same brand, even that Nemo brand, but it's a synthetic bag rather than a down bag. And I'm pretty happy with it. Even for a synthetic bag, it's super light. People that are into backpacking will know that synthetic bags are normally heavier. Down is always the lighter option. It's just that if you get a down bag wet, you're screwed. Like it loses all insulation value. Whereas the synthetic stuff will retain some, but you're carrying more weight. So it's kind of you know, sort of depends on what you're doing or just how you feel about that, how you feel about your ability to keep your stuff dry, really. But as you see, Corn, you know, they have a lot of waterproof bags to do just that. Let's see. I'll toss that out.
Yeah, this is fucking cool, dude.
Yeah, like these can be hard to find, and the price has gone up on them over the years. Search eBay. My last friend that I know of that got one paid about $50 for it, and that's a used item, but generally that's going to be in really good condition. I've had this one now for 13, 14 years. I've used it a lot, and it works well, you know. And yeah, if you're ever like a little concerned about the Gore-Tex, you know, like you can always shoot it with the you know, the waterproofing spray every once in a while, like you would a tent, you know.
Sure.
Let's see, what else did I bring to show? All right, so for cooking, I use one of these. Probably a lot of you folks have seen these. It's they call them penny stove. It's pretty much, this one here in particular is
Did you make that one?
Yeah, I made this
Nice.
one. There's instructions to make them all over the internet, but it's an alcohol burning stove. This here is like an Arizona Energy can. A lot of people use beer cans, you know, use your favorite beer, use just whatever you got. And there's so many variations on these, and there's a million videos online on how to make them. But this particular one here, you know, obviously any of you that are familiar with these drinks, they're usually about yay tall. So I lost a lot of material out of it, cut it out. Then, you know, you crimp it into that kind of shape on the top. And then, hey, slide it right into the bottom. Someone thinks I have a cool voice.
You do.
I'm cool like that.
You should hear him sing. It's great.
So yeah, and then this thing, once it's all set up, pour some alcohol in it, and like the ideal fuel is denatured alcohol, but that's not completely necessary.
Kind of tricky to come by in certain places.
It can be, yeah. This here is, I believe it was 91% isopropyl alcohol, like from a from a drugstore or whatever. And I put it in a different bottle. This is just like a Propel water bottle. It's just sturdier, won't spill. And I like the isopropyl alcohol because, you know, you can clean a wound with it too. You know, it's multi-purpose. I'd like to try to stick with stuff like that as much as possible. Multiple functions for any item where you can. So yeah, yeah, this stove here, it's super light setup, multi-purpose. It's free, you can literally just build this yourself, and they work.
It burns hot.
Yeah, they're really hot, and they're pretty effective. It's not the fastest, but it works. This here, if you're gonna have a stove like that, is something you're gonna want. It's a windscreen. This is literally just a bunch of fucking tinfoil, and you when you set the stove up, you're gonna have this filled with the alcohol and light it on fire. And this has a tiny little hole in it there to allow it to breathe when the pot is sitting directly on it, so it'll keep going. And then this is your windscreen, and it acts as like a heat shield that's going to make it that much more efficient. So anytime you're using one of these, you're going to have a heat shield too. This is just a bunch of aluminum foil folded up. It's lasted a while. I've got a lot of use out of it for being disposable aluminum foil.
Doesn't look like it's falling apart.
No, it's pretty all right still. Now this here is my water filter. This is the last item I brought with me that's drastically different anyway. This is a Cotadin Hiker Pro. It's a cartridge style filter rather than like a squeeze filter like Korn's. So this here actually has an internal filter in it that sits in this pump housing, and it has these hoses. So like this would be the feed hose. It's got a little float right here, and this is a pre-filter. And you would toss this line into your body of water, and then you can pump it. And then it's got a little outlet right here. Whoa, there goes my cap. Guess I built some pressure in there. So yeah, when you, it's a quicker way to filter water than those Sawyer filters. It's heavier. Sure. What I like about it is that these cartridges are replaceable. So there's somewhat less disposable stuff, like at least most of it is a reusable item. And I don't remember exactly how many gallons these filters are for, but like it's a lot, like crazy amount.
Yeah, I think the Sawyer water filters, like as long as you backwash them every now and then.
Yeah, they're good for thousands of gallons.
Like 100,000 gallons, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah, so I mean, you're pitching them, but there's less in your bag.
Right.
Like, and I think that one's the same one that I've had for years.
Sure.
Like, I mean, how long do you think it's going to take to do 100,000 gallons?
Right. The advantage to these are you get the speed. Like, if you're camping with a couple of people, one person can be like, okay, I'll go pump everybody's water, and you pump 3-4 gallons in 20 minutes, you know, rather than a Sawyer.
The squeeze bag is a real forearm. Like 20 minutes of just squeezing. Yeah. Sometimes you're just like, I need to get moving and I want to drink water, but it's going to take a while. So I mean, I definitely can see the advantage to having that kind of filter for sure.
Yeah, it's really nice for the group camp, and you just send one person off to get all the water while everybody else is cooking and whatever else you may have going on around camp.
Yep.
But yeah, other than that, that's all that I brought that's drastically different than your setup.
Sure. Cool. Well, thanks for sharing, man.
Yeah, no problem.
It looks like we got a couple more kickdowns at a certain point. Thanks to everybody that's kicked down. Let me check on my PayPal here. It looks like might have another PayPal kickdown as well. Oh, we got something from the Colonel. Thanks, buddy. We got some from William Legrand. Thank you so much. Wow, you guys are the best. Absolutely. And I'm gonna take you up to the car, and we're gonna look at what's in my car too. But I think we're gonna take a break here from looking at gear, talk to chat, drink a beer, or drink these. We got a
Bloody Mary.
Bloody Marys. Yep. I don't know. I was feeling like a spicy Bloody Mary. Good shit. Yeah, and we actually went on a boat outing What was that, yesterday?
Yeah, it was
Yeah, it was
yesterday.
yesterday.
Yeah, on this very body of water here.
Yep, and this is where we brought the boats up. There's a number of these cute little islands along the river, just like this one. And just a lot of really nice scenery. We saw a beaver. It was cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's not common at all.
I
All
was,
the time I spent on this river, I've seen beaver like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Ever. Yeah.
Yeah, it was swimming like pretty close to us for a good minute. It's neat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of really nice wildlife out here.
The other day when we were here, we saw an eagle,
Mhm.
plenty of geese, herons.
Yep. I saw a big old fish jump, but I obviously couldn't tell what kind of fish it was.
There's a lot of there's quite a few different kinds here. There's smallmouth bass, a lot. There's walleyes and pike and all sorts of stuff. A lot of catfish.
Oh, Colonel's dipping out. See you later, dude. Gonna go teach a fire class on accident scene safety. The colonel is not only an army colonel, but now he's the fire chief of I think, aren't you from like Beaver County or something funny like coincidental? I don't know, I can't remember. Yeah. Well, if I pass through Texas, man, I'll stop by your place. I don't know which route I'm going yet. Hey, pup. Beaver Creek, that's it. Yep. Cool. You teach those folks safety. Oh, Rob K says, hey, old guy here, just sent some coin to you on PayPay. Yep. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. Appreciate you a lot. And, you know, I love you old timers, too. You'd be surprised how many of you folks are, 50 plus in here. Actually, I don't know why, but I love it. Let's see. Loch Nessa Monster says, like Marlon Brando, but bigger. What? You'll find that creature at the deep, dark bottom of the Susquehanna River. All right, writing some poetry here. Very nice. And if any of you folks are trying to link up and make some friends, join the Discord server. Especially if you're trying to meet travel buddies, it's not a bad place to meet a travel buddy. I know there's a few people who have met in the chat and met in real life and are hanging out and having good times. So that's great. What about weapons? Well, I always carry a belt knife. This stays on my hip at all times. If not this one, a larger one. If I actually have a belt to put it on. Itty Bit says, I've met someone in the chat. Very cool folk. Yeah, I know you've met a couple of folks. I don't want to blow up their names or anything, but yeah, that's pretty solid, especially since you're out on the road now. We like greenhorns too. Nothing wrong with being a greenhorn. Hey Boognish, welcome to the chat. Nice to see you again. Robert Brockett says, I'm so glad you're enjoying life right now. A lot cooler than Slab. Yeah, bud, but I'm about to head back, straight back there. So, enjoy watching me sweat my fucking face off again. Fuck yeah, we got 240 people in chat right now. That's pretty decent. And we've been going for about an hour. That's not bad. I don't think I'm going to do as in-depth of a breakdown of my car since, we don't need to be here for like a million years. But yeah, I'll get to it in a minute and pull out some of my stuff. I just want to finish my drink first. We got Clover trying to reach me and something else. They say, hi, I can't comment, but I stopped in the live for a sec. All right, well, Clover.
Clover!
If you're watching, I got your message, and I love you too. Fuck yeah. Yeah, Clover doesn't have the greatest reception, but yes. Aaron says, I want to travel so badly. Trying to talk my wife into getting on the road. Hey, good luck with that, Aaron. Christina says they got the travel bug lately. Hey, you know, it's never too late to get out on the road. And, like I've said before in live, there's never a perfect time to go. Sometimes you just gotta take what you can get and fuck off. Oh, Will's being a badass mod as usual and posting links to t-shirts. I'm not currently wearing one of my t-shirts. I mean, this is my t-shirt, but I didn't make this one. This is actually gifted to me from my friend Emily. She was getting rid of a bunch of cool ass clothes. But yeah, you can buy. There's a Slab City Library t-shirt. There's a couple of other good ones. Check them out. If you're not into just handing out your hard-earned money, you can actually buy a thing too. Or you can hand out your hard-earned money. There's a donation button here and on PayPal. Or you can just sit back and enjoy the free entertainment. That's cool too. Yeah, Slabs is still going to be pretty hot. It doesn't start cooling down until September. And even then, it's only just barely below 100. So if you're thinking about going to Slabs, you're going to want to wait until October. Late October, November. Alright, I'm going to put on my shoes and head up in a sec. There's time to keep noodling if you want. One thing that's nice if you're out on the road is taking up an instrument or a craft. Because, believe it or not, you're going to spend a lot of time sitting around waiting for something. And in order to keep your brain active and healthy, it's good to have something that you can work on and entertain yourself with. That's why, you know, so many people back in the day played guitar or other instruments, because they didn't have Netflix and video games back then. It's something you can carry with you, and you don't need internet to make it work. Christina asked, do you ever think you'll settle down one day? I don't think about it that hard, so I don't know. Probably not. I don't know. Yeah, that's semantics. Liz, if you've been thinking about getting a guitar, you should probably just get one. Worst case scenario, you never play it and it sits in a corner and then you give it to a friend that needs it. Hey, cheers, Douglas. Alright.
Time to move.
Yep, going up to the car and I'll give you a little tour of what I got going on in the car. But first I gotta reattach my bed mat, my sleeping mat to my bag here.
This here isn't our garbage.
That's
I'll
not
bring
ours.
it.
Yeah,
Matter
Hey.
of fact, we can put these cans in.
that's a really good idea, Brando. Yeah, even if you're just picking up a couple pieces of errant trash, it's a good idea to leave a place tidier than you found it. Because if everybody did that, then the world would get cleaned up slowly but surely. This is about empty.
That gives you a hand for the camera.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. All right. Is that everything?
Yep.
Cool. Lead the way, Satan. This is a spiky one.
Ooh.
I thought it was bringing me a piece of bark. Come on, Satan. Satan, here. All right. You can just set that down for
Yeah,
now.
I'll let them on the ground for a while. It's kind of moist.
Yeah. Just gonna flip this around while I put away my shit.
I'm gonna go sneak around the bush there.
Sweet. So, this is where my backpack lives. Let's see if I can make it so you can actually see what's going on. The sun's kind of hitting it. My backpack just lives here in the car. So that I can get at it easy. Because most of my gear that I'm using day to day is in here. So it's nice to have it right here. Let's see. Behind my the passenger seat, generally I'll have extra electronics. Here, let me turn this around. Like a fan if it's really hot, you can turn that on. Hand sanitizer's nice. This is my camera equipment. Besides the stuff that I'm using right now. That's actually where trash and, that's where trash and my cooler bag goes. Cooler bag goes there, trash goes there. And then it's not impeding anything in the house. I don't usually have a 12-pack of seltzers right there. That's where my speaker lives in general. Because I'm not usually taking passengers. Because it's a tiny car. And until recently, it was riding very, very low. So taking on any extra weight was a definite no-go. But now, you'll see that it actually has a bit of ground clearance. And, well, that was kind of an interesting fix, actually. But we blocked off the springs here. You probably won't be able to see it. Oh, dang. Yeah.
Can't quite.
Oh,
see
there it is. Maybe not. Can you see it?
I can't.
You can you might be able to see brackets there. But anyway, what are those called?
They're like spring blockers.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we were thinking about doing some like real redneck fixes for a minute. And then one of Brando's peeps suggested this thing that nobody had heard of, and they're these brackets that hold the spring open further. So it rides a little bit rougher, but I have ground clearance now. So that was a thing. I think I was talking about how my alignment was messed up in last live stream, which is a drag. Oh, now everybody can see my fucking license plate. Awesome.
Oh no.
Yeah.
They're gonna like steal your identity.
Steal my identity. All my bank accounts. my home address. All right. Steal my identity, folks. I dare you. Nobody knows this, but I have $1 million in debt. Just kidding, I don't have any debt. Fuck that. Alright.
Oh, you didn't even explain the lock.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I just, that's normal. Everybody's got a fucking hassle on the back of their trunk. So this was my clever fix to a failing locking mechanism on the trunk. So, instead of getting clever with it, just fucking put some self-tapping screws through the metal and did that. So that works. Sometimes the best fix is a fucking shit show like this, and that's okay. My old vans in high school had some pretty interesting fixes, that's for sure. Let's see. So I guess I'm gonna pull out my boxes here. This is just my clothes and my rain jacket's in here and extra just like stuff. This is all of the things that I would wear in this dry bag. And they don't really need to be in a dry bag in my car. I just like having it, and it's a good bag. It's the perfect size. It was really cheap. And if I need to, I can dump everything out of it and put some gear in it and go on like a river adventure. And yeah, I really don't have a whole ton back here. I've got that, this. I'm just gonna pull it all out and show you. All right.
Shit. That's fine.
She does that sometimes. What a dog. So this is like kind of the main gear for me. There's also, I've got a mandolin in here. This is my my cleanup kit with my camp towel and toiletries in here. And I've got my first aid kit. And in here is a bunch of books and tapes and CDs. And of course my mandolin. And this has a couple of notebooks in it. And just like papers and stuff that I keep organized. Over here's like I keep my fluids and stuff for my car. And my laundry detergent so I can wash my clothes. This is a bag full of drugs. I'm not going to show you what's in it. This is my cooking pot. One of the one that I don't carry in my backpack, but like, if I'm trying to cook food for more than me and there's nobody else with cooking gear, I can do just about anything with this. And I got some extra food and rations here. This little corner is all Satan stuff. This is actually the bag from the mess kit that Colonel gave me with a bunch of other stuff. But now I've got Satan's little hoodies and a jacket and a bunch of extra balls in there. Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, you want to throw the ball for Satan?
Yeah, sure.
Sick.
I like this better.
Look at how stoked she is. Yeah, those go far and they bounce real good. And they're not gonna crack in half like those other tennis balls. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Yep, it's way better than throwing a stick.
Yeah, way better. She'll get tired a lot faster too. Dave asks, cornhole, where's the teepee for your bunghole? That's a very fair question, friend. I always carry teepee for my bunghole. It's very important. Make sure you wipe your butts, folks. I've got some in my little day pack, and I don't have any in my fucking big backpack. Thanks for pointing that out, buddy.
Did you pull it from your big backpack?
I probably
take with
did.
us on the boats or something?
Yeah.
Is that the one?
No, I had a roll already in my little bag. I stole that from a rest stop. You know how sometimes they have those rolls of toilet paper that there's not like a roll that it's on. It just like gets tighter and tighter.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they'll take it out and they don't get rid of it and leave it out, and nobody wants to use it because it's this tight little roll.
Right.
But there's so much toilet paper left in it.
Sure.
So I always nab those. That's a good score. So it lasts forever. You don't have the tube with it. Takes up less space. Yeah, good looking out, buddy. Always carry teepee. Yeah, I got Satan's dog food here, her toys, and her clothes. Yes, my dog has clothes because she's an adventure dog. It's got a little rain jacket in there too. I didn't bring her booties because I figured we wouldn't need those. Yeah. Under here, I've got my spare tire. It's full size. Got my music stand for busking, which I haven't had to do. Now, I kind of do want to pull out all my car gear, but at the same time, I really don't, because it's like a thing. But I guess, I don't know, I'll just pull this up and show you, because the whole thing about rolling in a car is maintaining it. So it's important to have gear to do that with. So I always travel with, gotta have jumper cables, which I have, gotta have an air compressor, gotta have a jack, tire iron, at least, and a socket set. And I've got vice grips for general purpose stuff. And then, of course, I carry my vehicle fluids.
Adjustable wrench. You must have an adjustable wrench in there.
I don't right now, actually. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You're right. I should have an adjustable wrench.
Because sometimes you need a wrench because a socket
Won't do it. Yep, you're right.
And at least one adjustable is better than no wrench at all.
Sure. Yep. Well, I guess I know what I'm buying at the hardware store next time I go. Thank you so much, Thea Truth. That's very generous of you. And thanks so much to everybody that's donated so far. Let's see. Got a little something from see a PayPal notification. Got something from John Lucarelli. And something from Martha Blue. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Does she eat shit again?
Like hard. A barrel roll.
Oh God. Barrel roll dog. What a pup. Whoa, that was my fucking guitar, man.
What?
Yeah, it sounded like it. I know the sound of my guitar hitting the ground. I wonder who set that there.
Hey, who's leaning on the car like that?
Hey, who's putting a guitar on the car that I'm leaning on?
It's still good.
I'm sure it's fine.
Beautiful.
It's like me, it can take some knocks.
Good shape.
Yep.
Yeah, still works.
It's fine. I kind of like that's another thing that I always carry with me is a guitar.
Gotta have instruments.
Yeah, gotta have instruments like I was talking about before, it's good for your brain. But when I do take an instrument on the road, I kind of just accept that it's going to get trashed. Like, the things I have are meant to be used. Nothing is going to be pristine forever or for very long. I do have a mandolin in here as well, like I was showing. I haven't been playing it as much as I should be, but you know that's just how it do. Oh, hey, here's those. What are they? There we go. This is the two-way adjustable coil spring expander tensioner, designed to lift or lower springs.
So
Yeah.
any of you folks that play with like lifting trucks or anything might recognize these things.
Yep. That's what I got on the car right now. That
my buddy said they were big back in the 80s with jacking up pickup trucks.
Yeah. So I got this extra set in case I want to do it to the front as well along the road. Or if I want a little bit more height in the back, but I'll probably put them in the front. Yeah, that's it. Always carry your WD-40. You got me one, bud? Thank you. Oh, you're so sweet. Yeah. Wow, that's fucking delicious.
Yeah,
that actually tastes like what it's supposed to be flavored like. What do you got, mango?
Peach.
Ooh.
These are out of Austin.
Oh, it's watermelon mint. I was like, kind of got a mint flavor. Yeah, this is good. You want to try it? Swap. Ooh. That is
real good.
Yeah.
I like this one better, actually. But
you want to finish that one?
No, there's another one of them.
You can grab it.
At least.
Okay. Cool. All right, I'm going to give my tripod some height so I can set it down real quick. And what do we still... We still got like 240 plus people in chat. That's pretty fucking sweet.
Sick.
Yeah. All to watch a couple of fucking crusties putz around in a fucking field. Great.
It's a gorgeous evening.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Mm-hmm. Where's my kicker? There it is. My windshield wipers do not work, so I carry this and some nice the Rain-X stuff, so that when it... I mean, my windshield wipers work, but my wiper fluid doesn't work. So if it gets really nasty, you know, I like to be able to see, so I carry this. And the Rain-X is really good at repelling stuff off of the windshield.
So what do? Just brush that on with that thing, huh?
Yeah, just dump it.
Gas station style?
Yeah, just dump it over and real quick. This is Rain-X brand too. What I like about this is that it extends so that, I mean, it's for like trucks, like tall stuff, but I don't care. I like it. Yeah, the air compressor I got is pretty nice too. It's little. If you're traveling in a car like this, you don't need anything more than that. And oh yeah, what do I got here? Let's see. In my containers, you already know what's in the clothes bag. This is my food storage. This is where I have my like actual food storage right now, not in my pack. This is like if my car broke down in the middle of nowhere, I had no reception and a broken leg or something, I could survive on the contents of this box for a couple weeks, no problem. I'm not going to break down every single thing I've got in here, but what I try to go for is like nutrient dense stuff and things that are shelf stable. And also stuff that's not just like, I mean, because anybody can just bring gruel or like, you know, fucking cans of tuna, say, and peanut butter. But I like to enjoy my meals, and I think that it's valuable to enjoy your meals, not just like eat to survive. So, you know, I've got good stuff like some summer sausage that's fucking rad, good for sandwiches. We got a little seasoning. This is nice all-purpose seasoning I got at the dollar store. Potato flakes. You throw in whatever you can. You can turn that into soup too, potato soup, or just mashed potatoes. And I got these tasty, like you could eat these straight out of the bag if you wanted to, and it's just as good. And stuff like this, you know, pre-made soups and meals. I got some powdered MCT oil for like fats, so that way, you know, because there's a lot of protein, there's carbs in here, and there's nutrients, but like your body can run on fat alone quite a fair way. So this is one of the most accessible forms of fat for your body. This is some wild rice from Lake Superior, which I mean, I picked it up because, you know, it's nostalgic, but this is actually a very nutritious grain. You got some dollar store hazelnut spread for a little sugar, you know, sometimes, especially when you don't have access to other shit, you just want something sweet to eat. That's got a lot of sugar, a lot of fat, a lot of protein. And I got like stuff like powdered peanut butter. A lot of people don't know about powdered peanut butter, but it's a really easy way to carry protein. I got a ton of instant coffee, stuff like that. I could do like a whole episode on food that I would recommend that will keep you alive for extended amounts of time, but I'm not going to go on and on about that.
Do people have an interest in that? Maybe that's a future idea.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, people definitely do have an interest in that, especially people that are into like off-grid living or food storage off-grid, you know, because it's easy to not think about what food you have when you've got a fridge and a microwave and such.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my food stock. Oh, I gotta put my board back over there. Oh yeah, and I got this stuff too. This is like extra stuff that didn't fit in the box. But this is just, you know, for vanity. Collagen is good for your skin. Makes you pretty. This is probably what I'm going to be having for breakfast once I get back to Slabs. I had it as like kind of emergency rations while out on the road. It's just a protein and energy, like, you know, a cold brew coffee protein drink that I enjoy. Other than that, there's not much in here, just like daily stuff that I should probably eat up. This is powdered Gatorade. Not a lot of people know about that too, but it packs easy and it goes a long way. And if you're in a hot environment, this means a lot.
Come here, Sadie. Come here.
You thirsty, pup? Come on. You gotta take that ball away from her.
Come here. Drink water. Come on. Come here. Go. Drink some water. Go on. Hey, you. Come here. Drink some water. There. No, drink some water.
Yes, hydrate or die.
No, go drink water.
Here, I can put that ball back in the back here.
Take
So
it
the
off
rest
for
just
a couple minutes.
Yeah. Oh, 80-bit says, yeah, maybe do a cooking video before you get back to Slabs. Hey, that's a really good idea. I definitely meant to do a cooking video or, you know, cooking videos on the road. It just hasn't happened yet. So That's a great idea.
Good call.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, over a campfire or something.
Oh yeah.
So then I got my food stuff. I'm gonna wait to put that away until I break down this stuff. So it's clothes. This is spare tools and such. I like to keep certain bags close at hand so they can be pulled out easily, like my first aid kit. Oh,
No.
cool, great. Obviously, I need a new bag. What do I got in here? Big old roll of duct tape, grease rag, Zippo fluid. You never know, like you might be trying to start a fire in the rain. Got my tire plug kit. That's another thing that I don't roll without with my tools. That's something that's nice to have. I got antibiotics for the inevitable infection that I'm going to get next, because I'm very accident prone. Got some Fast Orange. I always carry that. It's just nice to have. Some Flex Seal. You can use that for all sorts of crazy shit. I've got AA battery recharger. It's better than buying new batteries all the time. This is a little less practical. This is just for my personal enjoyment. My telescope. And it fits on my tripod that my phone is on right now, so that's kind of nice. Got my hand saw, which I use often, especially since I don't like to buy firewood. I like to go gather it locally and cut it down myself. So that's a nice thing to have. Oh, actually, this is my my alcohol stove. Where's that? And I was using this. This is not a great thing to be using in that.
Does it work?
It does.
I never tried lighter fluid in
It does.
alcohol
You
stove.
got to keep an eye on it.
I bet.
It gets sketchy, but this is actually pre-made. Somebody, you know, I put this on my wish list a couple. Yeah, and then when you're done cooking, you just pop that on and put the fire out. And all you got to do is put your fuel in there. I've used, like I said earlier to you, I've used so many different types of fuel in here, and that's why it's so sooty. With the denatured alcohol, it burns clean, but I've used kerosene in this shit, and that's not a great idea.
But it makes heat.
It does in a pinch, but like if you're using other types of flammable materials in something like this, what's nice is you have this adjustable shit too, and
Nice. That's a cool little unit.
it's neat. Yeah, it was like $10 online.
Damn.
Yeah, and you got this so you can, you know, you flip it down and you don't have to burn your fingers to adjust it. And then you can keep your fuel in there. You just close the lid and screw it shut, and you just keep your fuel right in the can. Which is fucking, it's rad. But like I said, or like I was about to say, if you're gonna be putting other kinds of fuel in there, if you can't get a hold of denatured alcohol, just make sure that you have it like in a place that you're not gonna burn down. Like put it in the middle of the sand or something, and have always, like when you're working with fire in general, always have a backup plan for how you're gonna put shit out if it gets out of hand. Because like if this was burning kerosene and it gets kicked over,
That's gonna be everywhere. Yeah.
you're fucked. You need have a shovel on hand or something to cover it.
Shovel is often better than having a gallon of water. Even.
That's true. Yep. I got my tiny tape measure. Nice to have. I got an extra. This is not only just a dry bag, but it's like a little backpack. So if I want to go on like a little hike or something, you know, and put my stuff in here. It's actually it's a Six Flags for like, you know, when you go on the, what is it, the Misty Mountain or some shit.
Splash Mountain.
Splash Mountain, yeah, that's the one. I think this was for that. Oh, yeah, I got some baling wire, which I've used for repairing the car a couple times now. Nice to have. Oh, I do have these. This is something. Some pliers, general purpose pliers. Some tow rope. And, hey, where did my extra ratchet strap go? Oh, it's right here. An extra ratchet strap is pretty handy to have. This is a straw. I don't know why I have a straw in here. Okay.
Case.
You never know. Now I know it's there. Yeah, that's my general purpose toolbox. Hey, Brando fixed the zipper. Nice. I'm just gonna zip it up to there. I can go. Here. Let's see. And this is like a lot of first aid type items. Narcan. I don't foresee that I'll need it, but I have it. Not for me, but for other folks. Activated charcoal is good for detoxing. If somebody eats something really bad, you can give them a larger dose and it'll help kind of soak up whatever toxic shit they put in them. Oh yeah, I never brought out my tattoo machine. I got a tattoo kit in there too, but I'll pull that out on a later day. This is just quiet. This is just a belt pouch. Sometimes I'll put it on my belt and bring some extra gear. It's cooler than a fanny pack, I guess. And last but not least, this is my ammo box, and it's also my sturdiest box. Like, you could try and run this shit over or blow it up and it'd probably be alright. But this is what I keep my computer in, even though it's busted. Between my computer and a couple of hard drives, that's pretty damn important. Even if I have to harvest the data off of my computer. I've also got my backup tent, my older one, that got ripped. It's just like my backpack, the one in my backpack, Big Agnes, but it's just an older version. It's a little bit bigger and a little bit heavier. And I got my old phone here, which has a bunch of stuff on it, so I'm going to have to hook that up to the computer and harvest everything off of that. Got my hard drive. Got my old flask that I don't use anymore because I don't drink liquor anymore. But, I mean, a flask is sometimes pretty handy to have. So I keep that. I got this jug that my friend Jade made for me. And this is just like Sentimental. My biological dad brought me this bottle of rum. Jade wrapped it for me, and I use this when I'm out in the desert to carry water a lot. But you know, you never know when you're gonna need to hold something in a jug. I don't carry more than a jug. This is also Sentimental. This was a care package that Clover sent me, actually, and it's still got a few little souvenirs in it. And this is like workout supplements. And this is all leg stuff. This is stuff that people normally aren't going to be carrying with them, but I do because I've got a prosthetic leg, obviously. So these are extra gear. Got an extra foot here for when mine craps out. Got a liner and a sleeve here for if this liner craps out so that I can get out of the woods if it breaks. That's pretty important. So this box is like important and or sentimental items. It's like a treasure box. And this is my tarot cards. You don't need to know this, but I read tarot. It's none of your business. So yeah, that's my setup. Oh, thank
things
you.
that need to be in there.
Yeah, that's my charger. This can actually be in my food. This is for like, that's for like working out, but I'm not really working out a lot on the road. Other than that, pretty much I just got little odds and ends in my car. Like my eating utensils are usually in my bag, but right now they're up in the center console of my car because I'm not usually, you know, carrying my backpack when I'm eating. I'm kind of living out of the car. But I guess I could show you, what I got. Let's see. Oh,
Whoa.
I'll put those away in a sec. Yeah, nice. Oh, here's my platypus water jug that I usually use with my pack. But I've got it behind my seat right now. Oh, if you want to see weapons, I've got this next to my driver's seat. That's, I mean, that'll fuck somebody up. So I keep that close at hand. I've got some mace here. I've got my beefcake belt knife. Usually I'm using that for preparing food, but, you know, it's also a formidable weapon. Got a couple of tools under my seat here, like Allen keys and such. And my boots are back there. And I keep my water jugs back here so I can stay hydrated and also make sure that my dog stays hydrated. And my speaker is usually, like I said, in front of the front seat, but that's where it's at right now. This is my power situation. I'm just using the 12 volt socket input. What is it called? Yeah, fucking 12 volt shit from the car. I've got this inverter, and this plug goes to my little battery pack that I've got stuck under the seat here. I can't quite reach it. So I stuffed it under the seat so Brando would have some room here. There it is. This is pretty sweet. I can charge my computer and my phone and all that off of it. When I'm running my computer hard, it lasts like about 3 hours, and that's with processing and editing and such, which is a huge draw. I couldn't tell you specifics on it. And then over here I got my general purpose light, which is rechargeable, and it's here so I can get at it easy. And I got my cup, my favorite cup, also from that army mess kit. Use it for pretty much everything, eating, drinking, whatever. And well, shit, I want to open this, but I'm afraid that
Don't do it.
Don't do it. That's pretty much just like toiletries. Like my toothbrush and toothpaste are in there, and I got some cool bling. I'm gonna do it.
It falls apart every time.
It's gonna fall apart. Brando, help!
Don't.
There we go.
Yeah. So there's stuff in there.
There's stuff in there.
Yeah, it also falls all out.
Yeah, that's a new development. That didn't happen before.
Oh, here's the smokes though. Let's have a smoke.
Oh, that sounds great. Yes, the important glove box that holds the smokes and nothing else, and falls apart when you open it.
And for there being nothing other than smokes, it makes an awful mess when it falls out.
Well, I cleared out all the shit in there that definitely I don't need earlier. So pretty much all that's in there now is just like grooming items and some cool buttons for my shirts when I feel like looking fly. Anyway. Oh, what's the fuzzy thing? That's my spare key. It's
You want me to pull that out? That's actually pretty neat.
Yeah, you
Show
can
it
pull that
off.
out. It's a raccoon tail. It was a gift from one of my friends that I haven't heard from in a while. I hope he's doing good. Yeah. Well, that's my spare. Actually, that's the original key, but it's just like so fucked up that I don't want to use it anymore. And it's hard to find places that will make a copy of it because it's so old and shitty. But I did. I didn't. My homie did, and they had it. They had it reprinted, so that's what I'm using now.
Proper locksmiths are the places you gotta go usually to
Yeah.
handle like worn out car keys like
Yeah,
that.
because I've gone to a number of hardware stores, and they're just like, we just don't have the template because
Yep.
it's such a old, like who has a '96 Mitsubishi Mirage? Not many people, but me.
You and no one else.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, that's my car. Oh yeah, you didn't meet my friend here. This is my friend. They helped me shift gears. Good times. That's it. This car is going to get me back across the fucking United States, back to Slab City, and hopefully in one piece. And if it doesn't, then I'll just pull the backpack out and keep moving. That's the plan. I don't see why it won't, though. King Ratchet does kick ass. You are absolutely correct.
Notice this nice tree we're standing under?
Yeah, what is that?
Walnuts.
Oh, no shit. That's black walnuts, huh?
Yep, pretty damn sure anyway. Unless I'm wrong, then somebody correct me. But
Here, let's see.
show the folks. It's actually got a lot of nuts on it and everything.
Yeah. Brando thinks this is a black walnut tree. I wouldn't fucking know. Actually, you know what? I think you're right.
Because chestnuts have the spikes on them, right?
Yeah. Yeah, there was a tree kind of like this on the block that my dad lives on. And yeah, I think you're right. I think this is a walnut tree. Black walnut. Neat.
Good eats.
Yeah.
Probably not ready yet, though.
Yep, I like tree food.
Mm-hmm.
Boognish thinks it's walnut. And Caliphus also thinks it is. Cool. Well, you know what? We're not fucking scientists. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So yeah, that's the tour of the digs. Hope you liked it. Hope you found something useful about the information that has been presented to you. And it's just about sunset in a bit here. Pretty nice day. Yeah, and I'm heading out tomorrow morning.
Hey, cheers to that. Good luck.
Thanks, dude. Yup. Such is the life of a traveler. Hey! No. Somebody says that the wood from this tree makes good cooking wood.
Hell yeah.
That's cool. Oh, and Will's gonna pimp Reaper's Instagram. Will Davidson, my rockstar mod here, has one of Satan's puppies, and she is just so fucking cute and is constantly dressed like a pirate with like tricorn hats and everything. So if you want to follow that Instagram, get on your fucking Instagram right now. Like, fuck my Instagram. Go follow Reaper. She's so cute. Yeah. She'll bring a smile to your face every time. I guess I could show you some of the artistic additions to the car as well before I wrap up here. Yeah, no problem, Will. Big shouts out to you and your cute pup. You do dress her well. Can you put this back in there too? Mm-hmm. Thanks. Oh yeah, and I got my socket set right underneath my my driver's seat here too, just to have it on hand because you know you never know when you got to quick unhook the battery or something, especially in a whip like this. Yeah, there's been a couple of amendments made under the hood as well, but I can go into that on a different video. Melissa says, this was so fun seeing your stuff. Hell yeah. If, you know, I didn't know how much time it was going to take. I mean, obviously I could unpack each and every single box and show you every single little thing I got. But you get the idea. She gave me a bunch of pot stickers that are on the inside of my door. But I put the low-key ones on there, so if I have to open it up in front of a cop, they're not going to be like, oh, you're a pothead, where's your weed? You know? And I got Baxendale guitar. That's the person that gave me my guitar. Sent me that one there.
A fine fucking guitar.
It is. It's great.
Say.
It's an Alvarez. I enjoy it quite a bit. So thank you, Scott Baxendale. Appreciate you. And thank you, Itty Bit. You've always been a great supporter. Alfred Johnson just kicked down 25 bucks. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. Yeah, put a couple more doodles on the car here. Nothing too crazy, but you know, you gotta bling it out. This sticker came from one of my high school friends. She's also on Instagram. I forget her handle, but I'll make a post of appreciation later. So if you follow my Instagram, you can see some of her artwork. This is her original artwork, and she printed the sticker herself. She also makes keychains and like other cool gear. I've got a couple of keychains that she printed from Bottomless Coffin's artwork. And Bottomless Coffin is the person who made my the library, Slab City Library logo for the t-shirts. This is another one of her original artworks here. Not Bottom. This is another one of Amaya's original artworks that makes the stickers. This is Brando's tag. That's pretty sick. And that one too. And I pulled this out of a bando. Oh yeah. I haven't even told you about the booze I pulled out of that bando. I'm gonna fucking show you this shit. It's kind of neat. Got it in the back here. Let's see. Pulled out a couple bottles of peach brandy. It's actually really good.
That's the best brandy ever. Like, I'm not a brandy fan at all, but that is the finest fucking brandy ever. Well, there's no date on it, is there?
No. I mean, I'm sure when it was bought, it was kind of crap. But, like, it's been sitting in a cold, dark, wet, abandoned apartment complex.
It aged so well.
It did. Actually, we haven't tried this, and I do want to try this on live. This is, I don't know what the fuck this is. Mateus Rosé. It's a Portuguese wine. Hasn't been opened. Check this out. Pulled this out of that bando. If you want to see pictures of that bando, it's on my Instagram. You should follow it. I do. I do routinely go into abandoned buildings and find cool stuff.
Does anybody in the chat know what this stuff is? Does anybody recognize this?
Yeah, if anybody knows what this is, please tell me, because we're about to try it. It's at least 10, 11 years old. It might actually need a corkscrew.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see. No, I think it's a twist off. We're going to try it for you guys, and if we die, then you'll know later, but should be fine. Oh, Oh, it looks like the cork may have... Oh, it didn't totally disintegrate. Look at this.
Yikes! Do you have a
that's not great.
corkscrew?
I should.
I didn't.
Where would it be? Yeah, look at this. The cork went either deep down into it, maybe because of the liquid shrinking in the bottle. Sometimes that happens, and it pulls the cork down in there further. Or it just, like, kind of rotted out. I don't know if we're going to be able to try this. Well, we can try that shitty brandy. I mean, it's not shitty. It's good brandy. It was really shitty when it was first bought. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able... Oh, the cork is trying to slide further down. I don't even think we could press it down in there, like, with the corkscrew.
You might have to take a little short of us back at the place.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work out right now.
Yeah, you might have to incorporate that into a video instead.
We also did taste a beer that I found in there, too, so maybe I'll add that to the Instagram story or something. Yeah, this ain't going to work out. But let's try some of this. Well, this one, obviously, we've been drinking on. This is the one. This is good shit. I wish I could share it with all of you. It's actually
it's
fucking...
the smoothest. Like, it's got a smoky, like, maple-like... It's still going, I think.
Is it? Yeah.
I am not a brandy fan, but this is fucking awesome.
Yeah. And I'm not drinking liquor anymore, but I'm making the exception for this.
That's also not like a super high proof. Like that's...
No, it's a sip and drink. It's not like, it's not a shoot and drink for sure.
So freaking good though.
Yeah, that's good shit. Yeah, it mixes well with Coke. Not the sniffing Coke, but like the drinking Coke. I mean, I'm sure it would pair well with that too, but... It says, a pleasing straight drink, excellent as a long drink over the rocks or with water, seltzer, cola, or other soft drink. Indeed it is. Cheers, fuckers. Drink old weird booze you find in abandoned places.
One more.
Yep, that'll warm you up. Yeah. Wow. Well, we're coming up on 2 hours pretty soon here, so gonna tell you to like and subscribe to my channel. I am gonna be coming out with a new series once I'm able to edit it. Got hours and hours of footage to go through. It's just that my computer is fucked up right now, so I gotta acquire a new one. I'm not leaving yet. I'm just getting ready for that. But yeah, we do have to head out pretty soon. I can't drive my car after dark.
Nah, yeah, your headlights are bunk.
Yeah, my wiring's bad. My headlights are shit. So yeah, it's just not safe. And while I do like living life on the edge, safety, if an option, is a good thing to practice. Sam, what are you doing?
I'm going to move your camera. We got somebody rolling in on this little avenue here. Come here, Satan. Come on.
Fun pup.
Good girl.
Yeah, other people use this boat launch. And yeah, definitely follow the Instagram. Hit up the PayPal if you're feeling generous. It looks like we got maybe another kickdown. Nope, those are the last two. PayPal is the most direct way to donate, as I won't be seeing any money from that's donated through YouTube until the end of this month, because that's when their payroll rolls over, and they do take a bit of it. So if you want to help out with gas money, That's the good way to do it. And there's Venmo. Thank you, Will, for posting the Venmo link too, if that's more your style. But you know, no pressure. You don't have to give me anything to enjoy and learn from my videos. And if you haven't seen any of the other ones, go to my channel page, click on my name under the video, Cornelius Vango, obviously, if you didn't know. And there's some playlists up. There's the Alaska series. There's the hitchhiking back to Slab City series from last year, where I'm backpacking the whole time out of that pack I broke down a minute ago. And I mean, I thought it was a really fun trip. Hopefully you think that as well. And if you have your own adventures to share and your own gear to share, please join the Discord server and post pictures, post information, share it with our friends. Love to have you. I'm going to finish my drink and then I'm going to fuck off. Hopefully get some good sleep tonight. Wake up feeling fresh in the morning.
Yeah.
Mm.
Have a nice breakfast, send you off.
Yeah. Sounds good. I like to travel, like, I like to head out on a big trip early. Because then you got the whole day to fuck around and kind of make some distance. That way it's not like, you know, if you leave in the afternoon or the evening, then you just drive a couple hours and then you don't really feel like you did a whole lot. So that's just me. Will says, "You rock, Brando. Great seeing you."
Good to hear from you, Will.
Yeah. Yeah, and Brando should be back in Slabs this winter too. So if you come by and visit, Will, then we can all hang out. Because I know Brando left just a little bit before we had our barbecue, which was super fun. And that was a good live stream. So if you want to see a bunch of folks that are in this chat right now, you can go watch that and see folks in our natural habitat. It was pretty fun. Erin was there with her wife, and who else was there? Sapphire was there, and oh shit! It looks like somebody just posted in the Discord too. Hell yeah, yeah! Get in there if you're not in there. And maybe I can plan another barbecue this winter and do it again. Aaron says, "I have seen you before. Don't throw a fit. Just a reminder." I know. I just shouted you out, Aaron.
Should definitely try to plan another one of those for like mid-season,
Yeah.
You know, and it's like real nice to be in Slabs because it is just awesome in the proper time. You know, if you're there in the middle of the winter, it's the best weather.
Yeah, maybe we'll do like a Halloween or New Year's kind of gathering or something. That would be cool. Caliphus, I'd love to see you there. Still don't know how to pronounce your name. You wouldn't tell me. I'm just gonna call you Kaleface forever.
Kaleface.
I don't know how to pronounce that. They were just like, yeah, who cares?
Fair. We don't care.
Yep.
Look at that dog right now.
Yep, this is what pure bliss looks like.
Ooh.
Squirrels.
Spoils.
And LUFC 420 says, "Okay, I'll calm down now." I don't know who that is, but if you're part of the Discord too, shout out. I'm not sure what your username would be. Yeah, come say hi. How long is it gonna take you to get back to Slabs? Asks James Marino. Well, I'm trying to be back there by the 15th. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'll do another live stream in a couple of days and let you know how it's going. I'm not sure. In a rig like this, it's hard to say. Rob K says, another test from the old guy. Hey, it worked, Rob. $5 received. Thanks, buddy. I love you old fuckers and young fuckers and in-betweens. You're all cool. All right. Well, I guess it's about time to fuck off then. Thanks for joining me for the live stream.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good evening, you beautiful bastards. Take care of yourselves.